early morning start. Would have been here earlier, but I forgot something. I had to go back there. That was annoying. But anyway, I've still got some time. There's a spot I want to try up at the end of this beach where there's like a ledge. And it drops off from some waves into a ledge, and I reckon it would be a good spot. But let's see if there's some bass about. Okay, so this looks like the deep channel I've seen in the day. As far as I can tell, it's a trouble at night. It's a new spot. It looks like the waves are breaking out on some reef there. Okay, I hooked into something, but it's just a schoolie. Okay, well, just starting to break light now. It's really weird, but now the action's happening. In the dark, this one's a little bit better, I guess. Not a lot. Fighting good for a small fish, but that's a better one. So that's a better striper, a little bit bigger, but still not what I'm after. So I'll get this one back quick. Okay, it's going to get it in the white water on this one, right out the back. That looks really good there. Good chance of a hit there, I would say. Actually having great fun fishing here. Not just this spot, but just in general. Just keeping just that bit of tension in the line. Oh yeah, on again. Nothing big, but it's number 3. Well, that's a good release. Off you go. Okay, I was going to move on to another beach, but while I'm hooking these fish, it's just a perfect time of the day, so I might as well stay a little bit longer until that sun's up and then go. Yeah. Well, there's more fish on this side, that's for sure. But they are schoolies, but there's more fish this side. I bet when the swell's bigger they come around that side. Okay, this is about number 5. Before I go, I'm just going to try along all these spots. So there's some more waves now. It goes deep just beyond those waves there. Did have a hit just there. On again. Thought so. Oh. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of schoolies. They're really healthy over here. Future for the fish at the moment with the schoolies, but I don't know about the big ones. Some people say a lot of them have been caught, but who knows. Okay, so these fish are feeding in right in the white water. There's a lot of weed in there, I can see it, but hopefully I get a hit before it hits the weed. Okay, it's a nice little spot this reef. Right at the end of the beach. Waves breaking out on this point is perfect. Looks good there. Just working it along. It's very shallow, just working it along. See, I've got it on the surface just below. They're just sitting in amongst this weed at the moment, ambushing the bait fish. Only a little one, but flipping heck. The small bass fight really well for their size compared to some of even the bigger ones. Okay, so they're in amongst that weed there, just looking for the bait fish. Yeah, it's really good fun. They're only small, but it's still a lot of fun. Okay, it's a really I doubt there's going to be anything big in here, but ooh, can't complain. You're hitting fish. Just had a hit then. It was a really aggressive hit as well. Trouble is, there's quite a lot of this weed about. Just going to tweak it near the top there. Trying to avoid the weed. You can't avoid it. I'm really glad I moved on to do some surf fishing away from the canal. I spent a few days there and yeah, it was a good experience and good fun. Right at the end I'll spend another day or so there. But it's definitely more my type of fishing around the beaches. Okay, that's a better one. But it's definitely, it seems we've got more active as the sun's coming up. It's really weird. It could be that I'm just not very good at fishing in the dark. I do 99% of my fishing in the daylight. I do like to see what I'm doing. I like early mornings, just before dark. Okay, that's the last one for this spot. It's the last one for this spot because I'm going to be moving on now. So yeah, a lot of these fish around, so they've got really healthy stocks here. I'd say that's definitely one of the better ones this morning. I just put on this orange lure that I've been looking at for when the sun goes down. It's a good colour. I just put it, the sun's just coming up, so put that one on, and yeah, had a hit that knocked the lure right out the water, and then shortly after, a few more metres after this one, I saw that quick. Definitely a better size. I wasn't filming with this camera on the last one by accident, but yeah, I just put on this orange one, stuck on the orange lure, which is a sundown lure, and yeah, fish hit it out the water, and then nicer schoolie took it. Another one, so yeah, that colour's working well. It's coming at me. Let's keep winding. Swimming right towards me. really good fun. And then I keep meaning to move off, but you know, keep saying I'm going to go. It's just so addictive, just catching these little bass. Okay, next cast with the orange one, another bass. Let's try another colour. Okay, so keep meaning to move on, but it's a good chance to try out some different lures. Well, that's my excuse for staying anyway. I want to try out some different colours just to see if there's any difference. There's a lot of talk of colours, and I never really have the chance to test because there's never enough of bass around. I really have found white great, but that is the common consensus over here in the US for the striper. And looked in the shops, and most of the, I'd say a high percentage of the lures are white, a really high percentage. It doesn't say that other colours don't work here, that's for sure. I just caught on the orange, and I know green works. Chartreuse works really well, and yeah, some friends I was with have done well on the Chartreuse Enticer. But there was days when it was only the white one. So yeah, you can only really, I suppose, test it when there's bass around. And I know there's bass around now. So this is a natural colour, probably about my favourite colour for fishing back home in Europe, where it matches what I would say like mullet. But I do like natural looking lures. It'll be interesting to see how it goes here. I mean, there's mullet pretty much all over. Oh yeah, some nailed it right into the wave. Well, this is definitely a better one. Definitely a better one. Let's hope this one stays on. Yeah. Don't come off now. The best one today. Well, that's a good bass. $29. Okay, that's really funny. So I put on my favourite lure for back home, which is the mullet colour airbrushed, and I've been fishing here, you know, for a while, and it nailed the bigger one. So I don't know if that's just luck or is anything in it, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to stay with this lure for a little bit longer now. Let's get this one in. Okay, I just moved along a tiny bit. I was supposed to be going, but now I caught a better bass and I'm enjoying it so much. Yeah, I've just decided to stay a bit longer. It looks very weedy there, but just here, just out in front, looks absolutely ideal. Around these rocks, absolutely perfect. It's kind of fishing spots I would go to back home when it's this size. This looks real bassy. Just tweak it through in that white. Yeah. On. Don't go around. Oh, it's jumping. Not often bass do that. And it's quite a good one, I think. Or maybe about the same, I'm not sure. God, that one jumped out like a bluefish. I'm up on the sand there. Just saying, it's exactly the kind of spots I would go for back home, and it's this size 12. It's my favourite size, so 12. Yeah, it's nice in that white water. Oh yeah. I saw that come out of the wave and hit it. That's really good to see. What a bass fisherman loves to see. Flipping heck. That is just heart in your mouth stuff. I mean, they're not that big, but it's just the whole terrain and everything. I saw this one came right through the wave to hit the lure. It's really exciting fishing for me. I mean, I've got nothing against the canal, but I'll certainly take this fishing here any day of the week. It's just the environment, I'm on my own, there's nobody here. Yeah, it's fantastic. A really good session this morning, great fun. Quite a lot of bass, and we got to test out all different lures and different colours and see how they went. And yeah, I got a decent sized bass as well, which was good. So I'm just going to go and check this place out just for half an hour or so before I go and get something to eat. Okay, I found another nice perch here, and I fished here some days back. Much smaller swell. It's not massive now. It's a lovely offshore surfing swell. But I'd say, you know, back home this would be a decent, almost perfect size. But it's a bit later in the morning now, but luckily it's still overcast, so should still be good. I just thought it would be good to try out along here where the waves are breaking into that white water. Just going to tweak it through there. A lot of rocks. Yeah, he's jumping. Look at that. Yeah, I thought there'd definitely have to be something in there. So I love it in that white water. This is just perfect terrain for the bass. Well, that's not a bad schoolie. So another little schoolie, I'm going to get him back in quick. Right out there where the waves are breaking. I'm just hoping I can find a few bigger ones. Yeah, on again. That's quite a good one. It's taking some line. I had to put the line up, the drag up pretty tight because of these rocks. Ooh. Yeah, it's a better sized bass that. Ah, he's fighting well. There he is. Might just release in here. Oh, I better get down to my gills. That's another better sized bass in the surf there. Yeah, I'm just bringing it in over the rocks of the white water, and yeah, it's really exciting, and they're just whacking it. And this one put up a great fight, so I'm going to get him back in quick. Okay, all this ground is so good. It's just real bass territory. The way these waves are breaking along, it's just perfect ground. It's pretty shallow. I've got the tweak bait and I'm just using it literally between surface and just below, sort of swimming it and then breaking the surface when there's a rocky bit. So although this is a swimming lure, it won't pull down with the beak like when you start to wind. If you want it to get a little bit, you know, if you want it to come to the surface, just lift the rod tip up. Okay, on again. Yeah, just slowed it down and just let it drop below the surface. There he comes. Not as big as the last one, but not bad. Good fun, really good fun fish to catch, that's for sure. I'm gonna walk him back. Okay, another little schoolie. It's a perfect little spot there. white water running over shallow reef and weed. So I'm going to get back out there, see if I can get another one. Okay, so I put a Topwater on the mini candle to really try to get out maximum distance. So there's some fairly big sets coming in, so I want to get out to right where those waves are breaking in the slightly deeper water. As in this shallow water here, it's very good. Just bringing it along the surface. Oh, I've got a nice hit there. Oh, flipping heck. This one is taking some line. It's pulling. It's definitely a better fish. Now we're in the shallow stuff. He's sort of kited in. So he's got to be careful with these rocks here. Keep him up high. That's why I like to get a perch up high. You can get a better angle on the fish. Of course, none of these are massive, but this is a better sized one. He's surfing in that one. Yeah, that's nice. Just gonna slide down here. Better to walk this one back a bit to get him. Okay, I put on this Topwater mini candle to get out a bit further to where the waves are breaking, so I thought there might be some bigger bass out there, and well, there was. This one hit it. It's a lovely bass. Still not a monster, but by the standards here for striper, but yeah, it's a nice bass, and I'm going to get him back. A big set wave break there. That's good to get it out after that into the deeper water. So they seem to be hitting further out than the last time I was here because the waves are bigger. Whoa, nice take. Just had a Topwater lure on. I got the mini candle on. Hit that one really aggressive. Feels a bit heavier, this. Yeah, definitely feels heavier, but hard to tell. It could only be a little schoolie, but nice one on the mini candle. I thought I'd try a bit of Topwater now, and yeah, so got a few more casts. Off he goes into the weed. So that's a pretty big set's just gone through. Just hit it right out the back there. Just as it landed, I gave it a couple of turns, and I was on. Coming in now. So there's a couple of boils right out there, and that's where the waves, the set waves are breaking. I've just got to be careful. There's a lot of rocks here. Get them through these rocks and it'll be all right. Ooh. So that's really satisfying. That's why I love fishing in the day. You can see the structure and the places you want to cast. One. The bass here, they do fight well. Okay, so another one on the candle, right out the back. This one, as far as I could cast it. It's going to be the last cast now, so I've got to get back because I want to get back, have something to eat, to get ready to go out later. Okay, not a big one, but another schoolie. Well, that's just end to a fantastic morning. There he is, barely hooked, just on the nose. Okay, so that's the last fish of the morning because I've got to get going, but I'll be fishing again this afternoon. Looking forward to it. It's a fantastic session. You know, not the biggest fish, but I had a few good ones in amongst them, so let's get this one back. Okay, going back to eat now is a fantastic session again. So the weather report's really bad, but it's not too bad at the moment, so I'm going to make the most of it, go back, get something to eat and get out there again.